I asked you guys to send in your questions related to tech or finance on X and Instagram, and I can't believe we're calling it X now. And you guys came through, and you came through with a lot of interesting questions. So in this video, I'll be answering those questions the best I can. Welcome to the first video of the year, the first video on this channel in 2026. I hope you're all doing great. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. Without further ado, let's get to your questions. Part of this video is sponsored by Capital. Find out how you can get $50 for free in trading money later in this video. Okay, so the first question is on X and it's from Ruby Kelvin. He says, it's a two-part question. I really want to know your current camera setup and if possible, good cameras you used while growing in your video journey. And the second question he asked is, how is life in Nigeria, particularly the streets of Lagos? I mean, I live here too, but it would be nice to see it from your point of view. So, thank you very much, Kelvin. My current camera setup, or my current camera, is and always has been the Sony a7S III, which is what I'm using to film this video. And there's also the Sony FX3. Looks like. And as I said, I'm using the Sony FX3 on this side. When we're shooting ASMR videos, we use both the a7S III and the Sony FX3. For the robot, we only use the a7S III because the FX3 needs it to be mounted upside down, and I don't want to do that. But the main camera, the one they are seeing this video from, is the Sony a7S III with the G Master 24-70 Mark II. This is G Master 70-200 on the Sony FX3. Oh, by the way, we used to have the Sony FX6. It was a very good camera, but it wasn't fast to work with, and we had to give it to a cinematographer who had good use for it. All right, so to the second part of his question, how is life in Lagos? It's nice. What can I say? When they're not stealing my car's parts in traffic, or when I'm not getting stuck in traffic and arriving late to my meetings, I think it is fine altogether. People are nice in Lagos, but I barely go out, so yeah. Thank you for asking. Dami asks, if you lost your channel, what would you do? Wow. Dami, what's up? Anyway, if we lost our channel, I hope not. I hope we don't. I love this channel so much. I love this. This is actually my dream job, and I'm actually grateful that you guys show up to watch my videos. So thank you. Don't forget to like the video though. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't, we have some cool stuff coming this year. And we've been working on a video actually. I think our next video should be about the world's biggest TV in the world. It's been downstairs here in our studio for so long. The video is almost done. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to see that video. If you want to see me talk about the world's biggest TV, make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications turned on. But to answer the question, there's a lot that I could do. I think I have some skills and I'll probably start another channel. Oh, that's true. We have another channel. Yes, we have the Finance Friday channel. So if you're wondering why I haven't been seeing finance videos on this channel, well, we have a dedicated channel for finance focused stuff about the Nigerian economy, the economy in general, personal finance. If you want to see more of that, we've got you. In fact, we did an explainer video on the new tax laws. It's a very cool video that you definitely should watch. It got plenty praise and positive responses. So Odafe Megida asks, what advice will you give to someone who wants to scale finance from little savings? I think it depends on how you want to scale your finances. If you want to make serious money, you have to take serious risks. But if you know that, you know what they say, like the bigger the risks, the bigger the reward. But also, the bigger the losses might get if you take big risks. I'm not saying that you should go and YOLO your money into meme coins or crypto, but take calculated risks, work hard, and the only way you can grow your savings is if you grow your income, because you know what it is now. The higher the income, the higher the amount of money that you have left over to save after expenses. So grow the amount of money that is coming in and then save, and then you can now start thinking of investing. So one thing I highly recommend in terms of investment is learning. So if you feel like content creation is something that you want to do, I have a free live content creation class that you can sign up for, and the link is below. It's to be 1 hour, and you can ask me anything after that content creation class. To be live, people will be there. I'm sure it'll be amazing. There's like 40 something people that have signed up for it already. So make sure to click the link below. Shruti asks, what is the #1 thing to focus on when building an online presence? Oh, by the way, I didn't see any of these questions. Our producer, Kelechi, he set them up for me, so thank you. Shout out to Kelechi. I said that the main thing that you want to focus on is the value that you're giving your audience. And I always say this, think of the value that you're giving your audience, and also make sure you join the class, link there, to know what I think about content creation and building a personal brand online. I'll answer more of those questions in that class. Cyber asks, do you do shout out to creatives like Otolorin Cyber, who is in pre-production of his high-end psychological thriller short film called Man. What the heck is this? What is this, Kelechi? Why did you put this here? No, dear. Kelechi said he wants to shout. Shout out Cyber. Shout out Otolorin Cyber. Shout out to you. I wish you all the best. Sam in there asks, with AI getting crazily amazing at generating content, how do you think content creation will be impacted? Do you plan to make any changes to your content generation strategy? I want to take some more time to learn about AI tools. AI is getting really good and we definitely can't ignore it. But I value that real human creativity more than anything, and human connection. Something that came from here is more valuable to me, and I'll place more of a premium on that. But with AI, you can actually scale that authenticity. And I'm all for the valuable use of AI. My best advice to you right now is to learn AI. Every platform has tools that has AI implemented in it. So just be ahead of the curve as well. Don't let it control you though. Try and read as much as you can. Read books. I always say this, read books. Improve your own knowledge here so that you have it, and then you can use AI to sort of accelerate it. You get the point? You get it? You don't get it? You get a vibe. Temi Dire Lawrence asks, as an upcoming 15-year-old tech YouTuber who will soon write his WAEC and plans to continue YouTube after his exams, what do you think I should do to improve my videos and content strategy? All right, this is a very interesting question. At 14, my advice would be to prioritize focus, but also try out a lot of things. You can't really fail now because you don't have that much responsibilities, I hope, at this time. It's not so burdensome. So my advice is this, and maybe at any age, with content, test and see what works, and then double down on what is working. That is it. Also, I wish you the best in your work. It is also one of the areas that you should prioritize your focus on as well. All right, before we get to the questions on Instagram, I wanted to quickly share something that I've been really interested in. If you followed my channel for a while, you know I've covered currency movements and exchange rates a lot. In fact, some of our most viewed videos are about that exchange rate currency movements, and this curiosity got me to explore more platforms seriously. One platform I've been using recently is capital.com. They are a global trading platform that lets you access currencies, indices, commodities, and stocks all in one place. They are a trusted global broker that help you trade global markets with a community of over 798,000 traders who have traded over $1.5 trillion. Now, I need to be clear. Trading is risky. You can lose money if you don't know what you're doing. And that is why, that's why they stood out to me, at least. That's why Capital.com stood out to me, because they have a good learning side. They offer free educational resources, market guides, and risk management tools. You can also practice with a demo account that uses virtual money, so you're learning without putting real cash on the line. I personally use the demo account to understand how trades work and how markets move, and how quickly things can go wrong if you are careless. That alone taught me why risk control matters. You can see my demo trades and even my real trades. I made around $35 in less than 3 hours of actual money, which is almost 50,000 naira, from just testing it out. And if you already have experience, the platform gives you more advanced tools and data to analyze markets properly. So if you're curious, you can start with the demo account first and see how trading feels. And if you choose to move to a real account later, the sign-up process is straightforward. You get a bunch of options to deposit. And guess what? When you sign up with my link below or by contacting support with my code Fisayo50, you get $50 for free to trade when you deposit a minimum of $10 and you make a trade. The terms and conditions apply, but make sure to click the first link in the description below. All right, to the questions on Instagram. How do I start? Start what? Well, the journey of 1,000 miles, like they always say, begins with taking the first step. So let's continue. Bright Akanimo asks, do you think I should double down on a niche that is already really saturated? Thank you. This is the key thing to note here. There seems to be a wave of saturation that people have talked about. It seems like we have more creators, but at the same time, people are coming up with creative new ways to do the same things. My advice is that you need to stand out with newness and style, and don't be shy. There's just this sheer value that you're probably giving, and you can combine newness and style. No one wants to see something that you've seen before, and also no one is really like you. So figure out what you really like, talking about, and look at what other people are doing, and maybe just figure out what is missing in that gap and why you are drawn to content. What story do you want to tell? How can you tell it in your own way? Join the class. It's free. Join the class below. I said it already. Join that class, it's free. We'll talk about this more, you know, content creation and everything in between. George Osato asks, do you have an investment plan for 2026? And if you do, please share. I think that this is a good idea for a video on the Finance Friday channel. Don't you think, Kilechi? Yeah, I said so. So I've put something together, but I'm not done yet. And if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I can try to do that on the Finance Friday channel. So make sure you're subscribed over there, and we'll see you guys in that channel. So we want to do it every week. Weekly, 6 p.m. every Friday, a video is coming out about finance, money, the economy, and everything in between. So maybe my own investment plans as well. So you go over there, let me know in the comments right below this video. Yaza himself asks, how much did you make on YouTube in 2025? I will not be sharing that on here. Maybe I might consider, you know, sharing it on the Finance Friday channel, you know, but I say we did a good job in 2025. I think more to come in 2026. Shout out to you guys, shout out to the team, shout out to everyone. Please like our videos, please subscribe so that we can pay salaries. Thank you very much. Omega_S.B asks, where do you think I should put most of my effort into when I'm trying to grow on YouTube? I would say the content mainly. So there's the concept of the content, and then there's the thumbnail and the title. So those three things, you should actually focus on them. Once you nail those things, you can now start shooting the video. So the only thing that works on YouTube is a good video that people actually want to watch, and then your thumbnail sort of draws that attention with your title and then leads people to good content. So focus on those three things. Zive Graham asks, how can I be like you? This one is a very hard question. Don't try to be like me, try to be, or aim to be better than me. Kev Karimera asks, your pick and why, iPhone 17 or Samsung S25? Shout out to Kev. I actually met him in Rwanda. He's such an amazing dude. And I did have a chance to test the S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra, which this is the phone. And I cannot choose any one of them, especially even if it's like iPhone and Samsung, I cannot choose. But personally, I like the bigger phone, so I go Ultra and Pro Max. I have the S25 Ultra, I do not have the iPhone 17 Pro Max. iPhones are now, like, phones in general actually are homogeneous now. They are basically the same. If you look at the iPhone 14 to the iPhone 17, especially from the front, they look the same. And but personally, I would go for iPhones for video, and I would go for Samsung for more of that customized Android experience. It's slicker, it's a very, very sleek Android, probably the best Android phone. And if you're into that ecosystem, do the Samsung. Any of the Samsungs, really, you can't go wrong. And yeah, that's okay. There's this question that you added here. I'm very curious to know, how do we profit from C.Cret? What the heck? This is what? How do we profit from secret? It's so hard to be consistent when we have bills to pay. This is content creation, C.Cret. I thought it was secret. That's actually a nice spelling of secret. Cret. This is actually not a bad spelling. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the first link below to sign up on capital.com, and also let me know if you have any other questions. I'll be right in the comments chatting with you guys. I made a post asking people what the law behind their smartphone is, and basically what made them get their current smartphone. And that post got 1.2 million views, and the responses were so damn funny. So go give it a watch right here. I'll see you guys in that video.